heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for watching our videos, liking our videos, and writing your comments and your suggestions. Today, we are going to talk with Chandrasekhar sir on a very beautiful topic. Sir, a warm welcome and thanks a lot for sharing all your Gemini knowledge with us on this platform.
My pleasure.
Before I forget, Sir also has a channel of his own and it's steadily growing with a lot of uh, knowledge of his that he is spreading across. Do for all those sincere learners of astrology, please do go and subscribe to that channel. Sir, what exactly is, because I was so, it's a beautiful topic about Atmakaraka that we're going to talk about today. So that really put me on a path of excitement. Why is it that and this does not have any mention anywhere except in Gemini astrology, Atmakaraka, which has now become very in topic. So, sir, what exactly is Atmakaraka?
See, Atmakaraka is talked about by Parashara, even by Parashara has talked about Chara Atmakaraka. I mean, Jaimini is on Chara Atmakaraka. Parashara deals with both the Sthira
Yeah.
Atmakaraka, the Bhavakaraka. So, see, the idea behind Chara Atmakaraka is we know that Sun is the Atmakaraka generally. Though there is a difference. I mean, in the daytime it is Sun, and in the night time it is Venus is one of the contentions, and another is different. So, but more or less we take Sun to be the Atmakaraka. Sun has Sattva, the strength, and so and he also bones. So he represents the framework around which our entire life revolves. So which is the Atmakaraka, Karaka for self actually. People take it to Atma, but it is Atma, me. So Karaka for your self-confidence, for your personality and everything else. Now Gemini elaborates upon it, and the idea is, as we know that we talk about Jupiter and Saturn's movements and greater impact by them because they stay in one Rashi for a longer period. Now this logically extended means if a planet at the time of birth has transferred more degrees in that house, then obviously there would be some impact of that planet on that Rashi or house, whatever you call it. I would say Rashi, and Rashis are anyway, they are environment as nowadays it is called. We call them Rashis only. Okay. So this is the idea behind it. And how can everybody have Sun as the Atmakaraka? Because there are so many people. There has to be some additional thing which like when we were young there was only one subject called biology. Now there is also microbiology,
Hmm.
isn't it? As sciences advance,
Nuance,
then
yeah.
they naturally evolve.
Right.
So this is a part of process which gives us an additional tool,
Right.
and that is why, because he is self confidence, so naturally that is the most important thing. If you don't have self confidence, I mean, I doubt whether anybody can survive in the world.
Right.
I mean, after one stage, when you leave the skirts of your mother, then you have to do on your own. Nobody is going to feed you. No free lunches in the world, isn't it? And to
Right.
get that, you must have some sort of self confidence. So this is the concept behind it. And in that, every planet can become Chara Atmakaraka, except, at least according to me, Rahu.
Mhm.
There are 8 Charakarakas, and there are 8 planets which are also called Charakaraka. So there is a complexity there. In case of Rahu, you deduct the degrees from 30 degrees to get actual degrees that are to be considered for Rahu, simply because he enters in the backward fashion. So he enters at 30 degrees. So
Right.
if he is at 29 degrees, that doesn't mean he has traversed more degrees.
More. In
He has
fact,
only
best.
traversed 1 degree.
Yes.
So that has to be understood about Rahu. Even in case of, I mean, at least I think that in case of planets which are retrograde and have retrograded from the Rashi ahead into the Rashi prior to it, the same principle may have to be applied, because then he would enter from 30 degrees, travel 2 or 3 degrees only, and we will say he is at 29 degrees. But this is my understanding. The sages have not commented anything about it. But as I have been able to, I mean, I always talk about what I understand from what is told in the text.
Next.
So it can differ. Everybody has his own views, and this is my view. So, being the most important one, everything revolves around him. So, earlier we saw about what happens after death. Now we are looking at the next stage. Uh, so, what could it be? It is 12th bhava from Swamsha we are again talking about, but in a different context. Now, this is a sutra, so the thread has to continue. So, earlier one was, I think, it started from Uchche Shubhe Shubhaloke. That was the sutra, after which we say Papair Anyatha, etc., etc. And so it is continuing. Uchche means 12. So now we shall look at what happens when planets are in 12th from Swamsha. Now we are forgetting about what happens when you go into the next life, isn't it? So that Shubhaloka is gone. Now we are looking at whom should we worship. Now, even here, it can be both ways. Either the sage is saying that you worship this god, or as I understand it, because of other texts which mention certain things about it, that this is the deity which can protect you in the sense that you get the self confidence to do things that you need to do. So, which is also called Ishta Devata. Ishta Devatas are of two types: a Devata which is Ishta for me, which I like, and a
Right.
Devata which does Ishta to me. So this is the second type of devata, because we are continuing from that. You are, going somewhere else. I mean, in heaven or hell, wherever, after your death. And since this is continuing, this obviously perhaps is indicating what will help you. From what? From going to bad lokas, obviously.
Yeah.
Pape Ranyatha was the shloka after Shubhe, Uche Shubhe Shubhalokaha. So this is how I look at it. And this is what most of the people think of. And being from Swamsha, obviously this is to be seen from the Navamsha.
Right.
Now here, first we will go through this, and then I would like to elaborate a bit upon it. Uh, so the first sutra is Ravi Ketubhyam Shive Bhaktihi. If Sun and Ketu are in the 12th house, then the Jataka should worship Lord Shiva. Or it is possible that because of Shiva Bhakti, that is worship of Lord Shiva, he will attain good lokas.
Right.
And ultimately, good lokas arise from our action on this earth.
Right.
Obviously, this will help us, I mean, reduce our negative actions and perhaps give some good results. This is how we have to look at it. This is Ravi Ketubhyam Shiva Bhakti. If Ravi and Ketu together are in the 12th house, so here there is some difference between um, the traditional astrology part of it and what Gemini is saying, because others normally say that if Ravi is in the 12th from the Karkamsha, in the rather the Navansha Kundali, then that is Navansha Rashi chart, then a person's Ishta Devata is Shiva. Here Keti is being added.
Yes.
Now, I am looking at it from the earlier shloka, which is talking about if Ketu is in Cancer or Pisces, and in the 12th from Swamsha, then one gets emancipation.
Yes.
I
Yes.
am thinking that this thread is
Following
continuing.
to say yes.
So the Ketu Bhya has come, but Ravi Shiva Bhakti should be enough for us to understand. Uh, this is a view which might differ from what is said by everybody, but this is my understanding of the sutras. Sutras are complex. So, I mean, if I am wrong, it's fine. But what I understand, I am trying to impart. Then comes Chandrayana Gauryam. If moon is there, then Gauri, form of Lady Parvati as Gauri.
Yes.
So there are forms of goddesses.
Huh.
And ultimately, goddesses have the strength. I mean, Shakti as we call it. And so this is the Gauri form of the deity which you should worship. Now we go ahead. There are again two interpretations here, as usual in sutras. Some opine that since Ravi Ketubhya is said, with Chandra, they are not talking about Ketubhya, but Ketu has to be there. So, as you can see, the sutras become more and more complex if you go on adding to it. But I would go by Chandrena Gaurya, which is also told in other texts that if moon is there, then you better worship
Got it.
Gauri. Gauri. Gauri is the form where the mm,
The soft form of
she is fair and all that. Gauri you can understand, and it is form of Parvati.
Parvati. Yeah,
The
the soft
Parvati
form of
who
Parvati.
imparts knowledge to us.
Right, sir.
So if somebody reads the Guru Gita, he will understand that the knowledge is given by Lord Shiva to Parvati and she conveys it downwards in a modified form, which we can understand. So Chandrayana Gauryam, why? Perhaps because Chandra, the moon, is said to be Chanchal. He is variable. He is not steady. So perhaps only Lord, Lady Parvati is able to make him cool and then make him focus his mind. That is what we do in bhakti. So this is how I am looking at it. Then comes Shukrena Lakshmyam. If Venus is in the 12th, or as I said, Venus with Ketu is in the 12th, you take it anyway. I would take only Venus in the 12th house. Then Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Now we will have to look at it from different perspective. Lakshmi is also one of the forms of Parvati, as Shiva is also one of the forms of Vishnu. So the problem is we go into that Vishnu is different and Shiva is different. I don't think that is what is meant here. But Shukrena Lakshmyam, there is a logic to it. Shukra is about Bhoga Vilas, enjoyment of life, pleasures of life. For that you need money. And perhaps that is the only thing for which this guy can do something wrong. So better he worship goddess Lakshmi. Must be the idea behind it, logic behind it. I always want to understand the logic behind sutras. That is my weakness, but that is what I am. And so we go to the next thing, which is Kujena Skande. Skanda is Kartikeya. In South India, I think he is called Murugan also.
Murugan, yes, sir.
Shadmukha, one with 6 faces, and otherwise we call it Kartikeya. Kujena Skande. If Mars is there, then Skanda. Why? Now we again can correlate. Mars is about fighting, and Skanda Kartikeya was said to be the commander-in-chief of God's army.
Yes.
Isn't it? Mars himself in the planetary cabinet is the commander-in-chief of
the planetary cabinet.
Sun,
yes, sir.
Of Sun, who is the king there.
Right.
So we can understand the logic that is going on there. Isn't it? This is about he would be perhaps more aggressive, and after perhaps worshipping Lord Skanda, he will understand that against his strength mine is nothing, and so I better not get into that mood of giving trouble to others, and the strength must be used for a good purpose, which Lord Skanda did. His weapon is said to be Shakti, strength. And if we go to the traditional, as people call it, or Parashari as people call it, I would call it traditional because all others also say that. Again, Kuja, that is who means this earth, and Ja is born out of earth. So Oma Kuja is one and the same thing.
Yeah.
See, he is given the Sattva. Sattva means the bone marrow, which keeps the bone strong. So now we can understand bones is ruled by Sun, and the Sattva inside is Kuja, and why he is called the commander-in-chief of the king's army when the king is Sun. So this is the logic coming together. Here we can understand why. Then goes Buddha Shanibhyam Vishnu. If Mercury and Saturn are together, then Vishnu. Because what happens if it is only Saturn? Is to be thought about. That we will talk about later. So if both are together, then Lord Vishnu is to be worshipped as the Ishtadeva. Here, Buddha himself has his, Adhidevata as Vishnu. And perhaps Saturn, being his friend anyway, I mean, you draw the chart and you will understand he's always a trine lord for Mercury.
Right.
So perhaps he supports him. And Saturn has both male and female within him, so he is called a hermaphrodite in a way, and both are hermaphrodites anyway. And so that goes to Vishnu, because Lord Vishnu doesn't kill anybody. He manages to get people into a situation where they get off. So I think so that arms and ammunitions are gone now, and winning over enemies by intellect is coming in. I mean,
Hmm.
this is how I would look at it. What is the rationale behind it, isn't it? So
Yes.
Buddha Shanibhyam Vishnu. Next comes Guruna Samba Shive. When Jupiter is placed in the 12th from this function, then form of Lord Shiva, where Lady Parvati is also sitting with him. Samba means Sa Amba. Amba means Parvati. So Shiva with Amba, that is the form, not pure form of Shiva. That is too harsh for Guru to tackle, perhaps. And so that goes to Ravi, the great sun. And so here Samba Shiva form has to be worshipped. So the Lord of Knowledge and the lady giving the strength, or the what can we say, Shakti, strength, I should, strength is the right say, both properly balanced is what you have to do. I mean, if you don't,
Can
you
we
don't
say
do
the
any of this,
Ardhana?
you
Can
do
we,
this.
sir?
So that,
Can we say the
yeah,
Ardhanareshwar? Can we say the Ardhanareshwar form?
Ardhanarishwar, no. Here the Amba is full form, and the Lord is also in his full, you know, regalia.
Glory,
Samba
glory.
Shiva is a specific form of Lord Shiva, where both are sitting side by side. Vamanka Pitha Sthita Divya Shaktim, you must remember the Guru Gita. That is the form that we are talking about. It is
Okay.
directly connected to Guru, because Guru says that if you have knowledge, pure knowledge is of no use, pure strength is of no use, anything going out of control would be bad, so you better balance it. That must be the idea behind it. So
Okay.
those who are atheists, what should they do? They should understand that their strength and their knowledge has to be balanced to come out of the problem. Because some people may not, I mean, this is a Sanatan Shastra, as we call it, a science of ancients, where there was only one religion. But now there are multiple religions. So the Jataka, since his mind is going to go into that worship, he has to understand in the sense that he can understand. Then only a person will worship things. No? If I like something, then I'll go after it. So this is what I'm trying to find out what is the reason here. But yes, in Guru form, it is always like this. The both are sitting side by side. So equal importance. As we say, gender equality. But here in a different sense, Lord Shiva is the pure knowledge, whereas Lady Parvati is the strength. And these, when they are balanced, then the world survives. I mean, that must be the concept behind it. Guru gives Samba Shiva form of Lord Shiva. Now comes Rahuna Tamasyam Durgayam cha. For Rahu, Adhidevata is anyway Durga,
Hmm.
or other tamas forms. Now, tamas doesn't necessarily mean the dark forms, or the
Tantric forms.
negative type of, no, it doesn't mean that. Tamasa also has energies to destroy, because Durga also has energy to destroy. So those forms of, if I understand right, of a female deity. Again, Durga is also a form of Parvati, so the Parvati continues here. But since Rahu is there, who is called the Ardhakaya, Mahaviryam, Chandraditya Vimardhanam,
Virdhanam.
etc., etc., so he is powerful, so he wants to fight. So only Durga can perhaps keep him under control. Or Tamasya could relate to the Dashamahavidyas and other things,
Yes. Ah,
where the form is of Parvati only, but Parvati who fights.
manifested
So,
forms.
earlier Parvati was in a form where she just conveys knowledge, the Samba Shiva form, taking knowledge from the great Shiva and passing it on to the people who want to learn. Here, she wants to destroy the evil,
Hmm.
and with fighting. So Tamasam comes. Many people think that it is bad deities, etc. Deities, how can they be bad if you worship them? Is my, I mean, at least at my generation, this is how we look at it. So we go to the next one. Ketuna Ganeshe Skandecha. Now, generally in traditional astrology, Ketu is always connected with Ganesha,
Ganesha.
not with Skanda. But Ketu also is part of Rahu only. So Skanda is not wrong because we say Kujavata Ketu.
Hmm.
And we remember the earlier one when he says Kujayana Skande.
Right.
So here both forms of Ketu are considered. The one without head, as people call it, I know it very well. I have got Ketu in my Lagna. But no, actually Ganesh is something else. He has a large head, very small eyes, and a trunk. So the discrimination is much better. He doesn't believe in what he sees. He wants to know actually what is inside it. And so that is the imagery
Right,
to
sir.
make understand certain principle. So if Ketu is there, then Ganesh and Skanda or Skanda. So it can be either Ganesh or Skanda is how I. Cha also means and many a times.
And
Sometimes
yes.
it is added to keep the meter intact. So here I would think that otherwise Ganesha Skanda Bham, well, they would have said. So obviously both are not there. Either of the two you select, and that will help you come out of the difficulties, because difficulties come out of our own actions only. So Lord Krishna has said, "Ki I give results of your karma only."
Yes.
So that is what is coming here. So all those sciences actually converge. The different, they appear to be different sciences, our ancient sciences, but they all converge. Next comes Paparkshe Mande Shuddha Devatasu. Now this has to be understood properly. Shuddha Devata, many a time people say that the mm, uh, what you call the devils and the demons and whatever and witches, and I mean this is what English translation is sometimes done. Shudra is the slightly lower level of devatas.
Stature,
And
yeah.
when is important? When Saturn occupies a malefic house. So now we understand that if a planet is in a malefic house, then it may not be Lord Shiva in Shiva form. Suppose Sun is in the malefic, because this is Sutra, so we have to go on understanding there is a common thread running through all this, and we have to try to unravel it.
Right.
So, if say, I mean, the way I would interpret it is if Sun is say in a malefic Rashi, then he might worship Bhairava,
Yes.
a form which is Lord Shiva, but in a different form.
Yeah.
Because the deities will be same. So he says if Shani, Saturn, is in the 12th house from the Chara Atmakaraka in the Navamsha chart, then the Jataka should worship the Shuddha Devatasu, the subsidiary gods, you can call them. Because we have got a pantheon of gods, so there is no problem. Then it goes on to say, Shukrecha. This reiterates my understanding, at least according to me. Others may think different way, but Shukrecha, even if Venus, who is connected with Lakshmi, we remember Shukra and Lakshmi. But if he is in the malefic house, then he would also not worship the pure form of Lakshmi. Then
Yes.
he would also go in for some harsh form of goddess Lakshmi.
Hmm.
So here I think the Dasha Mahavidya, or even other forms of the goddesses would come into picture. It would depend according to the culture to which a person belongs, because everybody has a different opinion about what God is about what. So, so instead of saying Shukre Api, he has said Shukrecha, which is one and the same thing. And now coming to the end of it is Amatya Dase Chayava. Amatya is Amatya Karaka, Chara Amatya Karaka. From him in the sixth bhava. If these planets are placed, then similar things will happen, because Dasa has to be, not Das doesn't mean servant. This is Katapayadi decryption we are
Translation.
using. So it becomes, I have given the below how it comes
Down.
to six. So
Right.
six from Amatya Karaka also similar results will be obtained. This is what is being said by the great Jaimini. Now, here I would think that understanding these principles, we should then go ahead. Like Shani's Devata is said to be Yama, because here you have seen that what happens if Saturn is in benefic house and alone?
Hmm.
Buddha Shani Bhyam Vishnu is okay.
Right.
Shani in Papa Rashi, yes, it is given that it will
Ah,
be Shubha. What happens if he is in Shubha Rashi? We must think. And a sage would not shoot off something without a logic. So
right.
my understanding is because Yama is the devata of Saturn, according to the what I like to call the Vedic astrology. Anyway, I mean this is also part of it. And Yama and Shani are both sons of great
Surya.
Surya. So
Martin.
his Adhidevata would also be Surya. Is my understanding. If I am wrong, pardon me because this is how I look at it. I never think that I mean the sages who talk about one thing and leave it go. That is not possible. About Buddha, Buddha is directly his
Vishnu ji.
Devata. Rather, his Adi Devata is Vishnu.
Right.
And so Buddha, whether in Papa Graha or Shubha, what happens in Rashi? We know he gives strength to those Rashis.
Yes.
Same happens with Jupiter also.
Yes.
So about that, they have not mentioned anything.
Right.
So we should try to find out what is happening here.
Right.
Mars by himself owns a Papa Rashi.
Right.
Actually, no Rashi is Papa, no Rashi is, sinner Rashi. It is
The
a
way we
Rashi
look at
with
it.
more energies, let us put it this
Yes.
way, or more strength. So that is why they are not being covered. So there is a logic to all this, and so the end of the logic is what happens when Saturn is alone. So to my mind, it would be because Yama is his Adhidevata.
Father.
No,
Huh.
both are sons of Sun, SON of SUN. So, so I think this is how it happens. And now, as I said, at the end of it, I would want to add something more. Suppose a person is of a different religion, then what happens? So we have to understand that whatever is their mythology or whatever is their religion, whatever their peers or their gods or their saints have these qualities, they should worship them.
Right.
So, like if it is who was the Saint George, who was I think the symbol of the Crusades. And if he's Christian, I said if he's Mars, then you should perhaps go and seek your pardon to Saint George, because he was a fighter.
Right.
Every religion will have it.
Right.
Because if I don't believe in something, it will not put my mind at rest, not make me think properly, and I will go on committing mistakes by impulsive actions, which will hurt me.
And it'll move, the energy will not be able to move in a proper direction. So if you
Not
need,
at all, because I am blocking it anyway. I don't understand.
right.
I mean, we are speaking in English now, and somebody who doesn't know English, for him, this is just gobbledygook. I mean,
Yes.
we
Yes.
don't understand. Huh? And then we insist that no, you must listen in this way, and you will automatically, nothing is going to happen like this.
Exactly.
Indu sarvatra bija bho. Mind is the seed of every action, and so all the results also we get is because of mind.
Right.
And the mind has to be happy in a happier state to get advantage of all these things. Is how I would look at it. Maybe
Beautiful concept, sir.
traditionalists might not agree with me, but this is what I feel, and that is what I am feeling.
It's a beautiful concept, sir. And this is something that all of us, regardless of the fact whether we follow Gemini or not, we always talk about our Atma Karaka and our Ishta Devta. For everybody, this is an important lesson that we should read, understand, and definitely listen to sir's view on it. Thank you so much, sir, for it.
My pleasure.